Welcome to the Mind Off. In this video, you will discover the real reason why men are not trustworthy in a relationship. We share the psychological facts about men and male behavior in relationships, so that you, as a woman, not only know how to get a man, but also what to consider when you enter into a relationship with a man, or have a man as a partner. Make sure you watch the entire video, because this dating advice for women will make sure you know why men are not trustworthy in a relationship, how to attract men, and you will know what men want. Please subscribe to our channel for more psychology facts about men, love and relationships. When it comes to relationships, unreliability can take a variety of forms. At the less genuine conclusion of the range, it can be things like continuously being a bit late once you orchestrate to meet up, or taking longer than you'd like to answer to writings. Small, niggling stuff that can truly get on your nerves, but isn't fundamentally a bit issue in itself. More truly, it can take the frame of emotionally draining practices. An unreliable partner is unpredictable within the way they treat individuals, solidifying their accomplice out and denying to conversation, or swinging between being kind and short-tempered. This frame of shakiness can have genuine and unfavorable impacts on a person's sense of security and self-esteem, and can effectively stray into being a shape of passionate manhandle. A lack of reliability in a person can be triggered by a variety of reasons. Sometimes, it's just a part of who they are. Some people are simply less organized than others and find it hard to stick to plans or keep arrangements. They may not feel these things are particularly important. They may not even realize that they are causing annoyance when they are not trustworthy in a relationship. The fact that men are not trustworthy in a relationship also has many other causes. These causes are similar to experiences that many women have experienced in the past, but men deal with them in a different way, which can lead to a partner who is not trustworthy. Most people experience trust issues in their relationships at some point in their lives. But sometimes a man has been harmed far more than you realized at first. While you can follow conventional relationship advice and simply stop seeing him, you could also choose to take some time to discover why he feels the way he does and what the most common reasons are why men are not trustworthy in a relationship. 1. He never learned how to trust. A significant number of men's belief issues started in childhood, which is when belief was assumed to be learned from guardians, but frequently wasn't. Unfortunately, the guardians didn't continuously relate to their children from a passionate put other than outrage, and as a result weren't the finest passionate part models. A parent's guarantee wasn't essentially a guarantee for numerous men, and whereas it may not have been their deliberate, guarantees not kept felt like disloyalty and influence to their capacity to trust. 2. He hasn't faced his issues. Maybe the most prominent impediment to enthusiastic closeness for a man in a relationship is his battle around belief. My tutor opined, where there's no belief, there's no cherish, which could be a difficult truth for men with belief issues. The negative results of not being able to trust pushes a few men to confront their issue, and numerous select to work with other men, do person treatment, studied self-help books, or be in a relationship with a lady who's willing to be his accomplice whereas he resolves his belief issues. Whereas it could appear more astute for a lady to discover a man without belief issues, the reality is that belief issues for men are omnipresent. 3. He doesn't want to dredge up his past. A boy's learned lack of trust follows him into his relationships with women as well as other men, and it hobbles him until he's suffered enough to face the emotional work. Sadly, few men dig into their trust issue, because doing so churns up old and painful demons, and while my experience demonstrates that other men can best help him, it's a catch-22 situation, because he doesn't trust other men sufficient to work with them. Trust issues affect many aspects of a man's life and often with painful consequences. Their friendships with other men remain mostly surface, and their relationships with women are in constant struggle around trust. Trust issues can make a man a cynical loner and feel unlovable. He was betrayed by a woman before you. 4. A woman's betrayal out is another occasion that can close a man's heart down and avoid him from trusting ladies once more. A man who has been sold out and had his sentiments smashed isn't intending to readily rehash that experience. Part of the issue is that few men confront their torment, mend their wounds, and overlook it until it rots and influences his capacity to be candidly open or legitimate. A man's fear of having his heart broken once more lives in his mind until he comes to grasp with it. He doesn't have a support system. 5. How can a lady be in a fruitful relationship with a man hooking with belief? To begin with and first, the work to move past his belief issues is his alone, and the foremost a lady can do is offer her persistent, compassionate back. What does that see like? Men with belief issues are ordinarily uncertain around their partners, cherish, and habitually inquire her for consolation. An embrace, a compassionate grin, or a straightforward affirmation of adore can all offer assistance a man feel that he can trust. But the caveat to this back is that a lady can't take on a man's belief issues as hers, but maybe bolster him in his work. A man with trust issues needs a partner, not a codependent. 6. He hasn't yet done his work. Every relationship faces difficult times, and a man who hasn't learned problem resolution skills will find resolving relationship issues impossible. For many men, these skills are not innate, but learned. Emotional health is just as important as physical health for partners in a relationship. A man who has done his job of forgiving and letting go of the past can look to the future again and write a new story. A man who shuts himself off from his feelings may have internal struggles with thoughts, which can lead to volatile and unreliable actions in a relationship. 7. He still has unfounded concerns from spilling over from his past. Confidence problems in men are often exacerbated by a violent, hurtful, or other dark past event. It is something that men continue to walk around with until they openly make sure they talk about it and can give it a place to let go. Another common problem is that these experiences have taught them that men are not to be trusted. This creates trust devils that make him realize that as a man he is also untrustworthy. Because he has relayed these feelings and thoughts, they can take over the way he actually wants to behave as a man and how he wants to be as a person. 8. How do you deal with men who are not trustworthy in a relationship? Start by voicing your concerns and offer a helping hand. As soon as your concerns are outlined, this will provide relief and will often be seen by your partner as a confirmation of the feelings that he or she also had. By making time for each other again and spending time together, you ensure that you can grow closer to each other and rekindle the flame of love. After all, we all want to be loved by someone. Did you like this video, and did it bring new insights? Then give this video a like and let us know in the comments which insight surprised you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you will always be up to date with psychological facts about men, love, relationships and human behavior. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you at the next video of The Mind Off.